Hello, this is David Fogel with Computer Dave PC Repair. Today we're going to talk about updating our Avast. Now what I've done here, what we see on the screen is to where I've gained remote access to a customer's computer and I'm going to update their Avast. I thought this would be a good time for me to show you how to do it because there's a small fee for me remoting into your computer, and by making this video I can show you how to do it yourself. It's really easy. We're going to start out by clicking on our Avast icon, and this is going to open up our Avast program. Over here to the right we see the gear symbol. We're going to click on the gear symbol, and then we're going to come over here to update, and then where it says program we're going to click on update right here, and it's going to download the new program. Now otherwise, Avast pretty much does everything else on its own. Up above here, we see virus definitions. Every day, it's going to call home and it's going to see what new viruses have been discovered, and it's going to download those virus definitions without you telling them to. It's also going to run a daily scan on your computer whenever the screensaver comes on, and it's always running in the background watching what files that you're opening and what you're doing with your computer to keep you safe. So this is the only part of Avast that we have to initiate or we have to do on our own. So we're just going to allow that to download. Okay, so that program has finished downloading onto your computer or onto this one, and now it's asking to restart or to postpone. The only reason that I would want to postpone is if I had a document in the background maybe that I hadn't finished working on and hadn't saved, but being that that's not the case, I'm just going to go ahead and say restart now, and that's going to make our computer restart. Now that our computer has restarted, we are continuing or completing our Avast installation. And here it says you're almost done. Click Continue to Complete. But it's asking us if we want to install Google Chrome and make Google Chrome our default browser. If I have worked on your computer, then I have already put Google Chrome, which is this beach ball looking icon here to the left, on your operating system. And I would most certainly encourage you to use Google Chrome instead of Internet Explorer, because Internet Explorer is no longer supported by Microsoft, and even Microsoft is saying that it's dangerous to use. Google Chrome is certainly a more secure browser. So I'm going to say continue here, and that's going to open up my Avast program, and it says you're protected and up to date and everything's cool. So that's good. But I want you to take note over here to the left, a new icon has appeared called Avast Safe Zone Browser. And what this is this is a Google Chrome browser with the name Avast Safe Zone Browser on it. So which one should you use? I'm still going to recommend that you use Google Chrome because we know that that's the authentic, original product. And you can leave this on here and just not use it. Or if you'd like to uninstall it, I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to go down here to our Start button, and then we're going to go to the control panel right here. This is a Windows 8 machine, by the way, that I've put a skin on. We'll talk more about the difference between Windows 8 and Windows 10 later. And this opens up our control panel. If your control panel looks like this, go up here to Category and switch it to Large Icons. This is going to list all of them in alphabetical order. And you're going to find Programs and Features. It's kind of hard to see because this Windows 10 icon is in the way, which we'll talk about later. But I'm going to click on Programs and Features. And that shows all of the programs that are installed in this computer in alphabetical order. So I'm going to click on the Avast icon, and I'm going to say Change. And then when it comes up, we're going to click on Modify. And then we're just real simply going to go in here and uncheck Safe Zone Browser and click on Change. Avast is going to change its product, And then it's going to ask us to restart your computer, which is safe to do. We're going to restart, and after it restarts, we'll continue. Okay, so this computer's restarted, and we see that Avast Safe Zone icon is now gone. So we're done with that. Now, if you'll recall, a while ago we had a notification come up and talk about Windows 10. Windows 10 has become extremely aggressive, and it's forcing itself upon computers. There's not a day that does not go by that somebody doesn't bring their computer into my shop to where they've just turned their computer on and Windows 10 has automatically installed. Whether I say upgrade now or start download upgrade later, eventually it's just automatically going to install. Now, Windows 10, I'm going to show you what that looks like here in a minute. There's nothing really bad about Windows 10. There's just a couple things that I need to warn you about, and that is right out of the box, Windows 10 is very invasive on your privacy. It sends a ton of information back home for marketing, what they call marketing research, and we know how to go in there and turn all that off. But the problem is that if your computer manufacturer does not have drivers available for Windows 10 and you do the upgrade or it forces itself on to your computer, then some things might stop working, like your sound may not work anymore, or your keyboard may not work, or your video may not work. So if you want to get Windows 10, before you do, check with the computer manufacturer and make sure the drivers are available for them. Or if you're not comfortable with doing that, we'll be glad to do that for you. We have free consultation and free estimates. And or what we can do is we can go in there and we can tell your computer not to show what we're looking at to you again and make that Windows 10 upgrade absolutely impossible. So just keep that in mind. Now, we're going to go take a look at a Windows 10 machine so you can see what that looks like. Okay, I've remoted into another customer's machine that had Windows 10 installed automatically without him asking it to. So I thought this would be a good opportunity for us to see what that looks like. Enter in the password there. And this is Windows 10. He had Windows 7, and then he turned on his machine, I believe, yesterday, and then this just kind of appeared on there on him. Now we see it looks pretty much the same, except we have a little square here. And when we were talking earlier about getting to your control panel, if you already have Windows 10 and you need to get to your control panel to uninstall your Avast, you're just going to right click on this flag down here, and then you can go up to control panel, and that'll take you to the same control panel that we were looking at a while ago. Now I'd like to show you one more thing. We're going to open up Avast, and with Larry's machine here, his machine is has an Avast trial that's almost out of date. So what we want to do is we want to renew that protection. And it's given us a choice here to go with a free version, which I recommend that you do, or to go with a paid for version. Now, if you go with a paid for version, it's not going to hurt anything. You're just paying for some bells, chimes, and whistles that I've already provided for you with other free software on your computer. For example, it's got a program here that cleans up your operating system. Well, that's why we've got the program CCleaner that I've put on just about every machine that we've worked on that accomplishes that. So we want to go with a basic or renew the basic version of Avast here. So we're going to click on that. It's going to ask us to enter our email address. and click register. And now it's saying, again, it's politely asking us if we're interested in going with their paid for version, and I'm just going to X out of that. And now we're good for another year. Now, his Avast is out of date, so we're going to update that in the exact same way that we did before. It's giving us the choice to go with the free version or the paid for version. We're going to click on the free version, and we're going to go through the same process that we did at the beginning of this video. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. I hope that it's been helpful. Again, we have free consultation and free estimates. If there's something wrong with your computer and you want us to check it out, or if you want to know if it's healthy for Windows 10, or if you'd like to have that blocked, we'll be glad to give you a free estimate on that. If you need help doing anything that I've showed you how to do today, there is a small charge for us doing a remote session, but I'll be glad to do that for you. Our number is 270-314-5681. You guys have a wonderful day.